If you're looking for the inside scoop on Broadway's biggest shows, well, you've come to the right place. It's The Broadway Show. I'm Tamsin Fidel. Welcome. The road to the Tony starts right now. Broadway's biggest night just weeks away, Sunday, June 11th. And some of the biggest stars on Tony night are right here, right now. Let's send it out now to Paul Wontorek.
That's right, Tamsin. I got to celebrate 2023's excited class of Tony nominees at the Sofitel, New York. Hey, Sean, welcome back to Broadway. Welcome back to the Tony.
Thank you.
You're a two-timer now.
Two-timer.
You do so many things in your career, but I know Broadway means a lot to you. You were fantastic in Promises, years ago. You got nominated.
Yeah.
You're back doing a much heavier play. You're really, you're not just singing show tunes with Kristen Chenoweth. You're giving a performance.
It's been a 20-year journey to get this thing from my dumb little head onto the stage, and so it's extremely rewarding to stick with something and have this kind of outcome.
When you do so many things in your career,
Yeah.
what does the amount of time you give to Broadway?
Well,
you
right.
really have to block out your calendar.
I know, people don't quite understand the rigorous schedule and what it takes to do it, but when I was a kid, I just thought oh, if you could do a Broadway play, you were an actor. That meant you were an actor.
Yeah.
And so it was wow, am I an actor? I guess I am, you can't, it's surreal to absorb it.
Welcome to the Tony Club.
Thank you.
Do you feel welcome to the club?
I do. I mean, I'm walking on clouds right now. This is a dream come true.
Talk about that dream. Talk about where that dream started.
I knew without a doubt at 8 years old that I wanted to be an actress. It was some magazine. It was some acting magazine, and it said how to become an actor. And it was this.
It's easy. Just read this.
Just read this. And I begged my mom, and I mailed it in. I was so excited, and opening this little. It was like a black and white. 10-page book on how to become an actress. This is my dream right here. This little book is gonna get me to the Tonys.
You've done this before.
Yes, once.
Does it feel different this time? Do you feel more ready this time, maybe for what you're getting into?
Well, different in the same. I mean, there are different pressures and challenges and skepticisms when you're not doing a new work. You're doing a show that has been beloved for as long as I've been alive. And so there is a different kind of expectation to get it right, to add something, to not mess it up.
You have not screwed it up. You're fantastic at Sweeney
Thank
Todd.
you
I
so
think
much.
a lot of people, when you were cast, thought, sweet Josh Groban? What? How's this going to work?
Yeah. I always find that little bit of skepticism is a wonderful piece of sand in my oyster, for the pearl. It's I really enjoy the challenge of not being exactly right on paper, because it gives you a freedom to think outside the box, first of all. So I always find that the villain, the monster of the story, is always actually a little more interesting when you don't know that that's the bad guy when they walk into the room. And I wanted to lean into that aspect of it, and I also just wanted to sing the absolute ever-loving crap out of it. And I really wanted to just dive into the score in a way that I've never, dove into anything else in my career, and it just inspired me to work even harder.
You've hosted the Tonys.
I have.
With Sarah Bareilles,
Yes.
fellow nominee.
Fellow
Sarah
nominee. The
Bareilles.
universe is weird.
It all worked out.
Yeah.
Y'all came back as nominees this time.
That's so awesome. We were texting each other. We couldn't believe it.
Will be a little less pressure just going as a nominee this year.
There are different pressures, but yes, exactly. Yeah.
Tony nominee for performing.
I know.
Past nominee for writing fantastic music, but
Thank you.
how does it feel I feel like this maybe was the first dream.
Yeah, I think in a way there's a different kind of sweetness about this experience because it meant so much to me as a kid. Just, I think being a part of the theater community as an actor, I think it's a legacy and it's a tradition and a craft that I hold so precious. I feel seen in a way where I got like the cool kids said, yeah, you're all right, you can come in. And so it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to experience and I'm so happy. I'm just enjoying this ride. Whatever happens, I'm just so happy.
You've done a beautiful job of becoming a part of this community on so many levels. It feels like it was really a mission of you to become a part of this world.
I was a theater kid. This is the first records I listened to were cast album recordings. So to get to, in my 40s, I'm 43, to be moving into this phase and to be welcomed in and invited in with such love is, it's a great blessing. I feel like I was at the wrong party my whole life. I was like, I just wish I would have been here the whole time.
Alex Newell,
Yeah.
Tony nominee.
Oh my God.
You like that?
I do. I've been telling people that for years anyways, but now it's actually true.
Where are the emotions? Give me some words.
The emotions, there's so many. I've been watching the Tonys my entire life. I have watched every last one each and every year. And to be nominated, they always say it's an honor just to be nominated. No, it's not. It is a privilege just to be nominated. It is one of the most incredible honors in your craft to have people actually love what you're doing.
I'm so thrilled for you. I mean, are you feeling the love?
I am. It's crazy. Audra McDonald said hello to me. And so I've made it.
Ben Platt, look at you, back in Tony world. Obviously, you had a great moment with Dear Evan Hansen, which took you to a bunch of awards, including a Tony Award. This time, I feel like might be different.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of privileges of getting to do this for a second time, and I think, you know, I feel a lot more prepared to be present for it. I think when you're young, things go so quickly, and not that they don't now, but
yeah,
you know, you miss so many things because you're in your head so much, and it all kind of flies by. And so I think, if anything, I've just learned that these moments are few and far between. So you just got to really try to be on the ground while they're happening and take them in, and just feel really lucky.
What's it like to have the show sort of in the rearview mirror, to be like, you know, looking back on the experience? When you're in the thick of it, it's one thing, and now you get to see Yaya and be Tony nominees together, and be like, remember that thing we did? That was good. People liked it.
Remember that time I flubbed all my lines and you were there to catch me? Yeah. You know, because it was while it was exciting, it was very challenging.
Yeah.
And I mean, that show took a lot out of us. But now it's closed, and you know, we did our 16 weeks, and now we get to actually just celebrate and have fun, and also just celebrating everybody else who's nominated. First time that 4 Black men have ever been nominated in this category in Tony's history. So to see that shift and that change as well, it's just great, man. I'm just taking it all in.
You are already a Tony winner for producing. Yes. You do all facets of the entertainment world here.
Right.
But this is your first acting nomination.
It was great to receive an honor as a producer.
Yeah.
But it cannot compare to this. To go to the theater, as much as I've gone to the theater over these decades, and all the great performances that I've seen, and to be welcomed into that company of men who have played leading roles and become a nominee is very special. I did not know how special it was until my name was called. Something changed in me.
When you've been through the career of an actor, like you said, to get to this point, it's not a clear path up to Tony nomination.
Not at all. I think that to anything in life, if it's your hard work and dedication, and if you continue on the path, it is it's so much more rewarding.
Yeah.
You work for it, and I've worked for it.
Jay, congratulations.
Thank you so
Tony
much.
nominee. Finding the role, I mean, this is now a role that you will be associated with forever. This is gonna follow you around forever.
Yeah.
And it's a great, fabulous, personal role for that to be, right?
Yeah, it's so special. Even prior to the nomination, like there were moments I would be standing there top of Act 2, looking at the show drop, and I was like, there will be someone on a tour somewhere standing in this spot doing this one day, preparing to continue on and like get ready for You Could Have Knocked Me Over with a Feather. And that touches me in such a way that I can't even put into words, truly.
And what about Tony night? I mean, do you get excited for the event of it all?
Well, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm socially awkward. And so there's a bit of social anxiety that goes along with it, because, you know, I just goof off on the red carpet and do my poses, but fundamentally it makes me nervous. So I feel like it's just gonna be great to be there and see everybody and celebrate our show, and it's gonna be so fun.
You know, this poster is a good reminder that the Tonys are in the Heights. It's an In the Heights poster, basically.
I saw this and I was like, I had to do a double take. I was like, why do you got
my name
up here? I don't mind it, but no, but it's beautiful, and I can't wait to go back uptown, man. Like, it's gonna be so much fun. That neighborhood is gonna turn out for us, and we're gonna turn out for the Heights and just turn it up too. It's gonna be a good time.
The Tonys at its core are celebrating this community that is so much bigger than any one person and any one performance. And the fact that people give a shit about theater is so wild and wonderful. And so whether you're here as a nominee or not, I just think the fact that we get to celebrate this community and what the work that we do is amazing.